Hello and welcome to Default Assault. I am off filming a behind-the-scenes look at some exciting theme parks, but in the meantime, I'm going to leave you guys with a trio of James Bond videos leading up to our much-awaited Rocketeer episode debuting this Monday. If you guys want to see those behind-the-scenes videos, check out the links below, but for the meantime, enjoy. Well, they're originally looking for Bond for that first film in Dr. No. Roger Moore was on that list as one of the preferred choices. It was, there are many Bonds that were considered, well, almost Bonds that were considered at the time. Cary Grant was number one on the list, but he would only agree to do one. And if Cary Grant had done it, it would have been a fantastic film. He would have been the perfect James Bond. Nobody could follow Cary Grant.
Exactly. It'd be a one-trick pony. It would never have gone anywhere. It would not be this 50-year escapade that we have now. It would just be just like all the other movies from the 50s and the 60s that are, oh, it's a classic. But that's all there is. There's no more. It's one note, one thing, one and done, over. Bond would never have gone any more than the novels.
They were even talking about Hitchcock directing it. It would have been a great Hitchcock film, but that would have been it.
No, it wouldn't.
The James Bond films in tone and spirit were very much modeled after Hitchcock and Cary Grant's North by Northwest.
That's probably the only movie that Hitchcock did that I could see as in the same vein.
Have you seen Notorious? Have you seen Notorious?
Yes.
Cary Grant pretty much plays James Bond in that film as a spy who is in a doomed love triangle.
He does, but with Hitchcock, the best thing about him, most of his stuff was psychological. It was really a lot deeper than what was on the surface. And I feel like, and this is not to put down Bond, don't have a heart attack, buddy. Bond is strictly an action series.
You're saying it's more escapism.
Yes, there's a lot of fantasy involved with Bond, the gadgets and what he can do and things like that. And I feel like it's an escape action movie where you can get into the movie series or book series. You can get into it, enjoy it for what it is, and back out. But with Hitchcock, he liked to go like this. Just go inside your mind and pick up one little thing and screw with you for weeks or months. Watch the movie Rope if you've never seen it.
I think it's predicated on what type of Hitchcock film you're watching, because you have to remember at the time, I mean, Hitchcock nowadays, and really starting in the 70s and on, is when people really started universally accepting him as this auteur filmmaker. But when he was making his films, once he was cranking them out in the 40s and 50s, he was basically negated by many as producing typical escapist fare. There was a big reevaluation of Hitchcock that was probably kicked off by the terrific book Truffaut Hitchcock, where French director Francois Truffaut did this long-form, novel-length interview with Hitchcock going through his entire career and film by film, which I love. But I think that at the time, considering Hitchcock as a Bond director was a natural idea. I think it would have worked, but the problem is it just would never have gone anywhere.
Yeah, I think you and I, we're going to agree to disagree, but we're going to come to the same conclusion. I mean, it'd be like putting Spielberg in charge of a Bond movie. Great director.
That's the reason he did Raiders of the Lost Ark, is he wanted to do a Bond movie, and George Lucas talked him out of it.
I think that was a wise choice. I mean, Spielberg's a great director, but I don't think with the time period that he was going to get invested into the Bond series, I don't think it would have been good.
It would have been better if he did one back then than doing one now, I'll tell you that much.